that have made you who you are today, made you stronger. Your health, whatever it is, write it down. It is important you write it, not just think it. Write it and feel how grateful you are for those things, one by one. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Write down whatever comes through you naturally. It will be different every day, and that is good. Do this every morning before you start your day. And then be consciously on the lookout throughout the day of things you can write down for tomorrow. Number 2, meditation. If you haven't done this before,
All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody. If you can hear me loud and clear, can you please type there? Number one, yes, 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 and welcome to our Zoom online class here in Team International entitled Drive Habits to Change Your Life, Habits to Change Your Life. And yes, yes, good morning here in the Philippines, and good afternoon to different places, and good evening to Toronto, Canada, USA, and some part, of course, in Europe country. And I am Archie Berrega from 11th Batch of Team International, and I'm going to be your host for this Zoom online class. Yes, hello to our 14,000 participants. All right, keep on sharing the link to your friends, to your family, to everybody, for them also to know our Zoom online class today. So right now we will talk about on what attitude you must have for you to keep the success that you want, and of course what mindset you must have while you are doing, or if you want to change your life and have the success that you want. And of course, okay, so all right, so right now we have here Zoom rules. All right. So to our tech, can you please flash it to the screen? And you know what? Here, so here are the Zoom rules. Okay. So number one is to open camera. All right. For those who are not, I mean, for those who are in the home right now, they're not working now. So you can open. I highly encourage everyone to please open your camera. Number two is to use your earphone or headset. Number three is to listen carefully, and number four is to sit straight. All right. Number five, connect to audio. So later on, I will teach you how you can connect to audio if you can hear me, and so that of course our you can hear the message, and of course the talk of our speaker today. And of course, don't forget to enjoy and smile so that you can absorb everything that our guest coach will teach us. All right. And here is the step on how you can connect your phone to your phone to the audio. Okay, can you please next text? And of course here, so how you can connect to audio. Here, the first step is click this join audio right there. Yeah, yeah. And of course, number two is click the Wi-Fi or cellular data for you to be able to hear me. All right, that's it. And type there number 31 if you can hear me now. And right now, of course, here our our platform, this is our goal. So our goal is to open awareness to all, whether you are a student, businessman, etc. We want you to excel and progress in our company through our F2F Freedom Project, and we will offer you rewarding big income so that you and your family will have fulfilling and brighter future. So there you have it, everybody. I know you are all excited to meet our guest mentor. If you are excited, can you please type there at the comment section number 31. Yes, because I am so excited to introduce to you this coach, this our guest speaker, because He is also of the, one of the pride of Team International, one of the coaches here who are earning a lot because of our platform. And you are all, what you call that? You are all privileged and lucky to be here because this Zoom online class is only exclusive, all right, for those people who want some changes in their life. So without further ado, all right, let me introduce to you our guest mentor today. So, okay, I think he is ready now, and everyone here is also ready to meet our international coach. Okay, so all right, to formally introduce to you our millionaire mentor. All right, he is okay 100,000 check achiever, a travel qualifier, and of course one of the international coach here in Team International. Please all welcome none other than Coach Christian Parentela.
Let's do this.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Hello, hello, hello. To all our participants. Okay. All right. Can you hear me loud and clear? Please type in number 1. Okay, what's happening with my video? Okay. Wait a second. Okay, there we go. Well, anyway, thank you so much to our energetic host for introducing me, and of course to our tech team who is behind on this successful event. And of course, thank you so much. And I would like to greet a good morning to all our participants, our coaches here in the Philippines, and I think in Australia. And of course, I would like to greet good evening to our participants, to our guests, to our dear leaders in USA and also in Canada. Okay. All right. So yes, for today's event, we will be talking about the mindset. Okay, about the mindset, the attitude of an online entrepreneur here with Team International. Because yesterday we already talked about how to do the business. Okay, the what, how would a person earn here in our business, how would a person be, part of our this exclusive team. So right now we will be talking about the mindset that we need to have, the attitude, the winning mindset, okay, or the drive, okay, that a person or a distributor needs in order for he or she to become successful here in our business. Okay, so let me share my screen for you guys so that you can see what I'm also talking about. Okay, okay, there we go. So do you see my screen to our host? Can you please tell me if you can see the screen already?
Yes, we can see the
Okay.
screen.
All right. So again, to our 14,000 participants, and of course to the millions watching live on Facebook, welcome to Drive, Habits to Change Your Life. And of course, we will be talking about the millionaire attitude. Okay. And of course, before that, we need to talk about the foundation of our mindset. Okay, so what is the foundation? So of course everyone in this Zoom conference is dreaming of success, one success in their life. Okay, but how can a person achieve this success? Of course, with having the right foundation, which is having the right attitude. So as you can see, based on the picture, it is shown here that for every tall building, so that represents success. So for every tall building to stand tall to withstand any calamity or whatsoever, that tower or that building needs to have a solid foundation. Okay, a solid foundation, which is the right attitude. So in here, in our next slide, we see here okay, we see here the comparison between having the mindset or having the attitude of the poor and the rich. Okay, so as you can see here in the poor, the attitude that is being shown is that work hard in school so you can get a good job. And of course, the rich, okay, the rich here is telling me that let me teach you about how money works. So as you can see, based already on the two comparisons here, okay, we can already see the big difference on how the poor and how the rich and on how their brain and how their attitude really works. Okay, so based on this quote, skills will take you there, but attitude will keep you on top of your success. And that is right. Okay, so in here, we can see of course the different mindsets, okay, the different mindsets that a person have. Oh, and that is number one is the abundance mindset, and of course the second one is the scarcity mindset. So I think based on its name, based on the words that is present, it is very much self-explanatory. So abundance mindset is of course how you perceive the world, okay, how you perceive. So for example, just by looking at this tree, okay, we can see that even if the tree has no leaves, we see it as an opportunity. Okay, we see that the tree will eventually have newer, okay, fresher leaves. Okay, but with the scarcity mindset, we perceive the tree with the things that it is lacking. Okay, so for example, in abundance mindset, we see that the tree will eventually grow newer, fresher, much brighter leaves. But with the scarcity mindset, we see that it doesn't have any leaves. It is very, sad. It's very barren or whatever. Okay, so that is the very difference between the two. Okay, so let me teach you about the right attitude or the ABCs of success. So number one, in order for a successful entrepreneur, if you're already here with the FTF Freedom Project, if you're already part of Team International, of course, letter A is the attitude. Okay, and letter B is our belief. Okay, number one, you need to believe in the company. Okay, the company that we are associated with, which is Alliance in Motion Global. You need to believe in our company. Why? Because we have a lot of awards already. We are recognized both in the local and international awarding bodies, and of course, we are already in the industry, or we are already in the service for 16 years and still counting. Okay, being in the service, being in the industry for more than a decade, I mean, that counts for something, right? It means that if something is already, if something is already existing for more than a decade or almost 2 decades, I think it would be safe. I think it would be safe to say that the company is already really is really stable for it to exist for that amount of time. And of course, you need to believe in the company and our partnered companies. Of course, Nature's Way, DSM, AMS Life, and Wider Global Nutrition, all billion-dollar companies, multi-billion yen companies, and multi-billion-dollar companies, which is our partnered manufacturing companies on our products. Okay, so Nature's Way, that is in USA, DSM, that is in Europe, AMS Life is in Japan, and of course, Wider is, I think, also in Europe. So these four are our major partnered companies who are helping us, to create the best products for our consumers. And speaking of products, you need to believe in our products because we have a lot of testimonies already. These products are made by the best companies. And of course, these products are very much, effective because of all the testimonies that is already present from all our avid users of this product. Okay, and of course, you need to believe in your mentor and your coach. Why? Why do you need to believe in them? Because number one, they know better than you. Okay, they have been in the business, they have been in the industry, they have been doing the business for ahead of you for a long time. And of course, with time comes wisdom and knowledge and experience. And those three are very much one of the key ingredients for you to also become successful. And you need to believe in your mentor and coach, okay? Because of course, they know much better than you. And of course, what do you call this? It would be much better if you just to believe in them and listen to them rather than experiencing everything on your own. Okay, so of course, the right attitude in believing in your mentor, of course, good learning and good listening skills. Of course, you need to be willing to learn. You need to follow your direct sponsor here. You need to be humble. And of course, you need to value your mentor. Okay, why? Because your mentor exists. Okay, because your mentor exists there solely to help you, to bring you to the top. Okay, but then again, your mentor cannot do it alone. Okay, success is a two-way process between your mentor. As your mentor will do his or her job, and of course, you need to do your job as well. Okay, and of course, believe in your team and associates, believe in Team International, because we are the best online community. We are the best team to help you create your passive income. Here in our business, you know, we are the best team to help you build your team internationally in USA, in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and also in Europe. And of course, more importantly, you need to believe in yourself. Okay, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. Why? Because no matter what other people will say about you, as long as you believe in yourself, as long as you believe in your potential, you believe in your capabilities, you will be unstoppable. Okay, and of course, be better, not bitter, of course. Instead of being sad, of lurking on the things that have gone wrong, of course, the winning mindset of an entrepreneur is that instead of, you know, being sad, being bitter, why not think of ways on how to make it much better? Okay, why not assessing what went wrong and what can you do to fix it? Okay, so that is one of the winning mindset of an entrepreneur, which is being better, not bitter. And of course, believe in God. Okay, believe in God, believe in the creator, believe in the universe. And of course, okay, you are not created, you know, you are not created in this, you know, in this world for you to suffer. You are created in the image and in the likeliness of God. And of course, God is abundant. God is very much, you know, is very much great in all aspects, and so are you. Okay, and you need to believe, and you need to believe that you know, stumbling upon this opportunity, you know, getting to know Team International is not a mere coincidence, but it's a calling. Okay, you know, why am I saying this? Because out of the millions of people, okay, that should have had the chance of, you know, have the chance of meeting this business, meeting this opportunity, why are you what do you call this, why are you sitting in there right now? Why are you the one who is listening to us? Why are you the one who was given a chance to change their lives through our community? Okay, so for that, I think we need to believe in God more. And of course, next is the commitment. Okay, you have the right attitude, you already believe in yourself, the company, on the team on its entirety, and of course you need to now have your commitment. So the road to success is through commitment, because through day and night, okay, for richer or for poorer, you will be doing our business committedly. And of course, there are three levels of commitment. Number one is I will try. So this is the like the level one, okay, of the commitment, because you will just try. Okay, you will just, you know, take your chances. Okay, you will just take your chances. But if things don't go, you know, on your way, you will most likely to stop doing it or quit. So second is I will do my best. Yes, I will do my best. And of course, lastly, the third level of commitment, this is the highest, is that I will do the business whatever it takes. Okay, whatever it takes, even if there are people discouraging me, even if, you know, even if there are a lot of people who are against this business, even if I find it hard to do the business, even if I feel like I am not qualified, even if I feel that I am not experienced enough, even if I feel that I don't have, you know, the knowledge, the experience yet, but I know to myself that I can do it, you know, I will do the business whatever it takes. That is the highest level of commitment. And of course, doubt. We need to battle this doubt, okay? Because there are a lot of people who will tell you who will tell you that businesses is a huge risk, okay? Especially with that type of business, network marketing, okay? There are a lot of people, what do you call this, there are a lot of people who became unsuccessful, but there are always two sides of the coin, guys. Okay, there are always two sides of the coin. If there are some people who became unsuccessful, there are definitely lots and lots and lots of people who became successful in this business. Okay, so why not focus on the other side of the coin instead of focusing on the other one? Okay, so how will we erase doubt? Because doubt is only present when there is lack of information. There is doubt when we are not sure about the industry that we are trying to get into. There is doubt when we are not sure, we are not confident on the industry, on the business that we are getting into. So let me refresh you that what is network marketing? Okay, network marketing doesn't only focus on recruitment, okay, because recruitment alone is a Ponzi scheme, it is a pyramid scheme. But in a network marketing, we have a movement of products, okay, and we have a movement of products. There is an exchange of products and services that is existing between our distributors. Okay, it is a system of moving products from the factory down to the end consumer through an organization of users, retailers, and network builders. Okay, so that is what network marketing is. It is a type of a marketing strategy that instead of paying millions, on billboards, advertisements, other marketing campaigns, those millions will just be paid on you. Okay, why? Because you are the retailer, you are the distributor, and you are the network builder. Okay, so as you can see here, we will have a big comparison. Okay, big comparison about employment, traditional, and network marketing. Okay, why is network marketing one of the best industries for a person to try to do, and of course to be committed to? So in terms of capital for employment, of course your capital for employment would be your tuition fee for 16 years. And I know, and I am very sure that in the first world countries, education is very expensive. You are forced to take student loans, you are forced to take you are forced to take jobs to support yourself, because the expense, the education expense there is very high. But in traditional business, of course, big capital and big profit. What are traditional businesses? Number one, McDonald's. Okay, do you have $2 million? Okay, sitting in the bank for you to start a business? But here with network marketing, it is a small capital but big profit. Why? Because we are opening distribution channels through other people. Okay, through other people. I think, as I recall, yesterday, $300 is our starting. As down payment, you can already start our business. And number two is the overhead expenses. In employment, your fare, your food expenses, etc., etc. In a traditional business, much more. Your office rental, the staff salary, bills, office supplies, etc. But in the network marketing, since we're already in a digital era, it will only be your fare, food expenses, and of course your internet connection and whatnot. Okay, very minimal risk. Okay, employment, yes, it is stable. Okay, it is stable. It is stable because you are expecting a monthly income, monthly salary. But then again, it is very limited. Okay, it is limited income. If you are making $20,000 a year, that's it. If you are making 20,000 pesos or 30,000 pesos per month, that is it. Okay, but then again, in a traditional business, okay, in a traditional business, the risk is very high. Why? Because big capital, big profit means bigger risk in terms of the profit. Okay, in terms of the profit or the success rate of your business. Why? Okay, because there are a lot of competition right now. But in network marketing, the risk is very low. Why? Because there's only small capital that is, funded here. Okay, and of course on skills. and on employment, of course, you need employment skills. On a traditional business, you need business skills. And of course, in network marketing, it is the ability to relate to others, even illiterate people, even those people who are undergraduate, who did not finish school, they can become successful in network marketing. Why? Because in network marketing, we are not looking at your skills, we are not looking at your diploma, we are not looking at what you can do, okay, on what you can do and what you can't do. We are looking here on what we are looking here at your attitude. Okay, we are looking at your attitude and your ability to relate to other people. And of course, in time, in employment, of course, no work, no pay. Okay, and on a traditional business, okay, on a traditional business, it's of course 12 hours a day. And of course, in network marketing, you have the time freedom. Okay, you have the time freedom because you can bring the business, you can do the business anytime that you want. Okay, and of course, the probability to achieve one's dream in employment, of course, it's low. Okay, it's very low because of the limited income potential. Okay, but in the traditional business, the probability to achieve one's dream is relative to the success of your business. Okay, but in network marketing, it is very high. Okay, it is very high because of the unlimited income potential that network marketing can give us. Okay, so of course, every one of us dreams of having this time and financial freedom, which is very much present, the end point of every network marketing at network marketing companies. Okay, and of course, tips with dealing discouragement. Number one, how to handle discouragement is number one is do not entertain negative thoughts. Okay, never entertain negative thoughts because those negative thoughts will not bring you positive results. Okay, number two, avoid talking to dream stealers. So these dream stealers are the one who is injecting you with these negative thoughts. So since we will not be entertaining those negative thoughts today, we might as well just avoid talking to those dream stealers. These people, you know, who doesn't want us to become successful. And of course, number three is they apply the SW principle, which is some will join you, some won't join you, and so what? So who's next? Someone is waiting. Okay, and of course, be a positive thinker. Next is, of course, the discipline. We need to be disciplined and committed, especially in doing this network marketing. And of course, without discipline, success is impossible. Okay, because discipline, because your day-to-day habit, you know, your routine every day, it will be dependent on how disciplined you are. And of course, excitement. Okay, you need to attract your vibe. The future is very much exciting because here in our business, you will be earning a lot. You will earning a lot. You will have a lot in your savings. You will be traveling the world. You will be acquiring much. You will be acquiring much wealth. You know, cars, your dream car, your dream house, your dream travel, your dream life, and that is something to be excited about. And that excitement, okay, that excitement will spark you to get moving and take action for you to achieve those dreams that you have. Okay, and of course, the effort. The one thing that matters is the effort. Okay, even if you are excited, okay, even if that you have the drive already, okay, effort will still take you there. Effort is the, you know, small steps. Effort is the, you know, small but successive steps that you take for, in order for you to reach your goal. So as you can see here, success is the sum of all small efforts repeated day in and day out. Okay, and of course, you need to focus. So what is focus? Okay, from the word itself, laser-like, a laser-light focus, and of course, follow one course until success. Yes. And of course, the fear of failure, we need to remove it. Okay, we need to remove the fear of failure, or at least embrace it, because fear has two meanings: forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. Okay, and of course, the fear of rejection, we need to remove it because rejection is part of the game. Okay, rejection is part of the game because we are in sales, we are in business. Always remember that not all that is, you know, going inside the mall is actually buying. Okay, so for that, so for that, in some ways the mall is being rejected, you know. But if the mall, what do you call this? But if shopping malls would focus more on the people that is not buying, okay, why are they still operating right now, right? Because they do not entertain the fear of rejection. Even if there are people who are not buying, of course, there are people who will. Okay, and that is what matters. That is where we need to focus on. Rejection is part of the game. And of course, when things are starting to get, a little dark, you are losing that spark, you are using that flame. Always remember why you started in this business, why you started with Team International, for you to get your goals, for you to get your dream life, for you to become successful in every aspect in your life. So don't so to everyone who is watching this, don't worry, okay, because there is hope even when your brain tells you there isn't. Okay, and of course, don't be ashamed of your story, because your story, it will inspire other people. Okay, so if you are going through a rough patch right now, if even if so even if you are saying to yourself that I am at the lowest of my low, okay, don't be ashamed, because your story will inspire other people. Okay, and I guess that's it. Okay, and I guess that is it. I am at the end of my slides. Um, I am at the end of my slides already. So I think those are the essential. Actually, it's not ABCs. Okay, that is, I think, like A to A to F. A to F, success tips and habits for you to become successful here in our community, especially with Team International. And I hope that you learned something new. I hope that you learned something from me. Okay, so one final advice to each and everyone: you just need to keep going. Okay, you just need to keep going. You just need to trust yourself. You just need to do what you need to do every day. And of course, those little efforts, those efforts, no matter how big, no matter how small, will in the future add up. And that would be success already. Okay, so I guess that is it. Thank you so much to all of you who listened to my session, and back to you, host.
All right. Thank you so much, Mentor Christian, for that very wonderful, at the same time informative presentation of what mindset you should have for you to become successful in life. And you know what, guys? One of my takeaways in that presentation is hope is being able to see that there is light despite of all the darkness, and whatever situation you have right now, you can be successful as long as you believe in yourself, as long as you have powerful team, as long as there's always a person who are supporting you, and there's always your one truly mentor or coach or friend, or one from Team International that believes on your fullest potential, that you can do it, that you can change your life for the better. And one of the great highlights on the presentation is for you to have a strong, you know, strong, strong success. It comes also with strong foundation that you must build, okay, that you must build first for you to really appreciate what success you will have. So after that, having a strong foundation is also, you must have also your right attitude on, of course, dealing in changing your life, because that, always remember that the hardest step always in the first step, if I say it correctly. So anyway, on behalf of Team International, and on behalf of Jillian Project MXP Team International and our head mentor, thank you so much, Mentor Christian, for giving your effort, your live and expertise here in our Zoom online class here in Team International. And of course, on behalf of our leaders and to those person who are here on our exclusive Zoom online class. Thank you so much, and we love you. And thank you so much to everybody who are attend here. And right now, we have upcoming event, and we will update everyone here. So we hope that we can see you here on our upcoming event. This is an easy step to create a passive income by none other than Mentor, Jessica Mayersa, and it's gonna be on January 26th, 7 p.m. in Toronto, Canada, 7 p.m. in New York, USA, January 27th, 8 a.m. in Manila, Philippines, and of course, it's hosted by none other than one of the gorgeous here in Simmons International, Coach Christy Noida. Do we have more? All right, here is Tribe Habits to Change Your Life by mentor Ramel Suposo. So it's going to be on January 28th, 7 p.m. in Toronto, Canada, New York, USA, 7 p.m. also. And it's going to be January 29, 8 a.m. in Manila, Philippines. And it's hosted by yours truly, none other than Coach Archie Berrega. Do we have more updates? All right. Do we have more? All right. Okay. So there you have it, everyone. And thank you so much, guys, for attending to our Zoom online class. Thank you so much to our brother who are, watching our live stream there in a Facebook Live. So thank you so much. And I hoping, and we're also extending our love. And I hope that you learn something from our speakers. And from that learning, you turn that into action so that from learning plus action, it will become a result. All right. And thank you so much. Again, this is your host, Stu. How are you? So let's go on class. Bye, guys.
I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now wave your flag, now wave your flag. Give you freedom, give you fire, give you reason, take you higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition.